want to move on to a pet peeve of mine. It's funny because it says pet and it's about pet owners. I have an issue with you pet owners. Now, if you're listening to this and you own a dog or a cat, I'm not saying the things I'm getting ready to say, I'm not coming from a malicious place. I'm not coming from an angry place, but I'm coming from a realistic place. A pet peeve of mine is when I hear a pet owner say these words. Oh, my cat and or dog doesn't shed. Are you joking? Are you joking? Oh, no, my pet's hypoallergenic. It has human hair. My pet doesn't shed. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me crack my fingers, crack my neck. Let's get into this. Okay, first of all, the people who say that, the pet owners who say that, they must not be looking at their clothes because there's so much of their pet's hair on them as they're walking out into the world that at this point they're blind to it. Okay, another reason why it bothers me so much is because I'm allergic. I'm allergic to dogs and cats, and people talking about, oh, hyperallergenic pets and blah, blah, blah. Bro, I'm still allergic to it, okay? My asthma flares up, my nose starts running, my eyes get puffy. It's not a cute sight. It's not fun, especially for me, considering I can't breathe when I'm around it. So to hear people talk about, oh, my pet is hyperallergenic or my pet doesn't shed, don't you realize humans shed? Don't you realize there's dead human skin cells floating in the air and these dust particles in our hair and things like that? That comes off of us. But to sit here and say those words that my pet doesn't shed, you are fucking delusional. Stop this. To the pet owners out there who are listening, this isn't a shot at you. This isn't me coming at you sideways, but I'm telling you, stop saying those words. Stop saying that your pet doesn't shed. Motherfucker, humans shed. So obviously a fucking dog or a cat is gonna shed. Please do not say these words because they're false. I can't tell you. Now, you know, this is gonna come off like pervert status, but I'm just gonna say it and be realistic and be real about it because this is the AwareWolvvves podcast and I can say what I want and I don't have to worry about being fucking filtered. By the way, thank you guys for supporting the AwareWolvvves podcast. So dope that this is happening. We're on episode 3. We're keeping it cool, calm, collected, and you know what? We're keeping it real. The people who say that, specifically women who say that my pet doesn't shed, baby, listen, when you walked away and you turned your back and as you was walking, I did look at that ass. And I saw Fido's hair all over that ass, all over those black leggings. Okay? So don't lie to me because the facts are there. Like, I can't even rub your ass and then, you know, rub my eye afterwards because then guess what? Khleo got to get some Benadryl. Okay? Then Khleo going night-night because there's cat and or dog hair all over your black leggings. And I know you see that shit. You have to see that shit. Come on. Come on now. Now, moving on to pet peeve number 2. The word pop. P-O-P. And no, we're not talking about holding it down. No. We are talking about the people who say the word pop when they are describing a can of soda. I grew up on the West Coast. It's been soda my entire life. I'll never forget the first time someone said the word pop to me. I was in Chicago. We were doing roll bounce. And we were out at some, it might have been Harold's or some other place. It was me, Bao, and someone else. We were sitting down to eat. And the waitress comes over and she says, what kind of pop can I get y'all? And I looked at her and I was like, what? She said, what kind of pop y'all want? I'm like, what, Pop Rocks? Like, what the y'all serve candy in this motherfucker too? She's like, nah, like soda. Like, okay, what, do you want a Coca-Cola? Do you want a Sprite? I'm like, what the fuck? You mean to tell me that on the west, like, it's been, I know it was soda pop. It had to have been that a long time ago. Like, it had to have been soda pop. And then somewhere in history down the line, people decided to say, we're either going to start calling it soda or we're going to start calling it pop. And that's fine, I guess, but I don't like it. To this day, as a grown man, if someone calls it the word pop in front of me, I get irritated instantly. Like not even like 1 to 3. No. Instantly 1 to 10. I'm pissed. It's not called pop. It just sounds weird. It sounds so opposite to me. Like low key, there could in the future, ladies and gentlemen, 25 years from now, there will be a civil war because of this word. There's gonna be those who say, "We are for soda," and there's gonna be another group of people that are gonna be like, "We are for pop," and there's gonna be this fucking huge ass like Game of Thrones war, like Lord of the Rings, elves and orcs and humans and dwarfs, because of these two goddamn words, and they're describing the same goddamn thing. One people see it as soda, another people see it as pop. But god damn it, I can't. I don't like the word. Leave a comment below. Tell me, which one do you guys call it? Do you guys call it soda, or do you guys call it pop? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just being honest, bro. Those are two of the pet peeves that have, as of lately, been starting to get under my skin, and I'm just like, trying to hold it down over here, trying to be peaceful and not start a world war over a fucking word. Yeah, man. So on the last episode of the AwareWolvvves podcast, I talked about or I had a question asked to me regarding the baby mama situation, and I know a lot of people don't know about it. But I was public about it, but, there may be some new listeners out there, some new followers who weren't hip to that or didn't see that post about it. So I wanted to talk about it and give you guys some insight on why I am the way I am, especially right now, especially in life and how I see things and going through that process. Yo, what's going on? It's Khleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living. If you enjoyed this clip of the AwareWolvvves podcast, make sure you sign on to patreon.com/Khleo Thomas and pledge today so you can have access to the full episode.